Welcome back to Kraft. We are going to have an absolutely incredible and amazing video for you today. We are actually going to be working a lot on detailing and then also building a mob farm here in Kraft. Why do we need a mob farm? Well, quite frankly, because I also need to make rockets while I'm here. Because it turns out I am about the most inefficient Minecraft rocket user in the world. So now is time to decorate this area, and you can see we have a nice little living area here in the beginning. But yeah, so we're gonna put in a little kitchen area right here. We're gonna come in. We got 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and then 3 bedrooms that we gotta decorate, and then we also have 2 other recreational rooms. I'm thinking this is gonna be more of a library. And towards the end of the video, I'll get an idea of what I'm gonna put in here. I kind of want something to be a little bit more activity based. So it's not going to be like a library. It's going to be more of like an activity room. So we might use some armor stands to do some fun stuff with some different items. So, but yeah, we'll do that. We'll take care of that. We'll get this place looking really nice. And we'll also change up this hallway a little bit, brighten it up quite a bit. Because we definitely do need to do something to make it a little bit lighter in here. All right, and now I got that all done. So in here we have our nice little kitchen. We didn't do much more in here. I like it the way it is, simple, nice little sitting area. But we got a kitchen here, we got a fridge, we got a sink, we got our stove here, nice little table. We got our above head cabinets. We also got a little extra lighting down in here that you can flip down and be like, oh, look, I got extra lighting here. So we got that in there. It also just adds a little bit more lighting in general. Then we have our copper chandelier up top there. Give it plenty, plenty, plenty of light. And then if we come in here to the first bedroom, got a couple of bookshelves. We got our wardrobe right here with the drawers. I'm liking the way this is looking. It's really, really simple, but I like it. And then we come in here. We got our double wardrobe, which I still need to put armor stands in there so that way you can have a suit ready. That way you can have a suit ready, which would be really, really lovely. And then we got a couple of end tables, more bookshelves. This was a bit bigger, so we have a little sitting area right here as well. Again, we went with a lot of copper because I wanted to see how it oxidized up against in the corners, and I'm actually really liking the way the oxidation gives it a bit more color. Then over here in the library area, we got some bookshelves. We got a couch right here, a little table that you can set books you want to read on it, so that way you don't need to go find the same book over and over again. You know which one you're working on. Then down here in the last one, we actually already have a villager, but this is a kind of kids' room. So we have 2 separate little wardrobes. We got barrels in there. We can store plenty of items in there. We also have a chest in there, obviously a toy chest. So I'm really liking the way that this build came out. I'm really liking it. The last thing I need to do is actually go in here and put some carpet down and get like a little ball, maybe try to figure out how to make like a bat. So just have it be a little play area, tool area. So I really, really like the way that this build turned out. I like the interior. I do need to get some carpet down because, well, hardwood is always really, really cold. But that is a minor detail that we will add later on. So now onto the mob farm. So with this mob farm, I'm actually going to use a lot of terracotta. The reason why I'm using terracotta is because we're actually going to be using a lot of slime blocks in this build, which seems weird, but it's not meant to be an efficient farm. I've never intended this to be my full mob farm that's actually going to exist in Finrad. I just want this to be something fun, exciting, and something that we can put into a tower that the tower winds up looking really good and we still get some use out of. So the biggest challenge with this mob farm, and why you've never seen a mob farm like this before, is the limited spawning capabilities. So this mob farm really only works at a larger scale because you only have 1 row of spawning. And then also, it requires a lot of materials to do. I use so many slime blocks in this build, and when I tell you that hindered my sugarcane farm, I am so honest. Because every single one of these layers actually requires about 10 slime blocks per layer, and we're only getting 10 spawning spots from those 10 slime blocks. So, not efficient in any sort of way. those are all set. So now we get to start on the next fun thing. So I'm going to go get a lot of spruce. We're going to cover this up. So it turns out, totally forgot what I was going to say after that. What we're going to do is we're actually going to cover up that entire platform, and then we're going to start working on the head of it. Because, every tower needs a magnificent topper on it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's going to be awesome. I actually really enjoy how this came out looking. I really like the interior of it. We really did some unique things, and we introduced some even cooler things and some different statues. And for my next trick, I'm going to snap, and all of this is going to be done. What? What? Just all right, whatever. This works. We'll use this. So, this is what we wound up going with. You can see we have a very similar design with the shading as to this tower. This tower is a lot bigger. It's meant to be a scout tower, so it's meant to be taller and have a lot of windows on the upside. We're really not looking to do offensive capabilities from this tower. So, this is much more of a strategy build and lookout tower. So, you can see in here we have a few armor stands. We also have a map of Finrad. Now we'll go around and update the map ever so often, just when we get new builds in here, so that way we have like a full overarching map of what Finrad actually looks like, and a bit of the surrounding area around it. We also have some armor stands here on the bottom. Don't mind the shulker boxes, that's just a mess always. And then we have some friends just hanging out and chilling. We got Tango, we got Impulse. These are obviously armor stands. We have Scar and Green, and I don't know if Green is pushing Scar out the window or if Green's trying to catch Scar, who's looking up at the stars. Makes it a lot more sense at night. And then we have Corrales over here pointing up at another star that he likes to. And then we have Rendog overlooking his kingdom in the only majestic way that Rendog can. But this is how it wound up looking. If we come inside here, we can see we have all these guys going. It'll pulse every so often. And hopefully, nothing here. You can see there, we got some guys. We got some more, hopefully, just around in there. And some of these taller ones actually wind up just killing the mobs from fall damage, which is a plus, So, that is a really, really nice feature with this mob farm. But yeah, this is how it wound up looking. I am super, super happy with how it turned out. Again, I love these interiors with the little bamboo hanging sections, all the armor stands to life we were able to add into it up here in the top section, the hanging lights, all that, and then the map, which is actually going to be very, very crucial, and I do actually need to update it already. There's a build right here. This is taking a little bit in the future. There's a build right here that we need to add onto the map. So, but yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again. If you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe. And also check out my other channel of Kong Apex. We play a lot of Apex over there, and I'm starting to be more active on it again. So yeah, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved. Don't forget that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I love you. Bye.